Anthony, I've just remembered I have very tiny things on my desk that I need to very carefully put in a plastic bag, tiny plastic bag that I stole from work.
Okay, cool. Can you narrate
Ta-da! Oh, I'm already done.
Okay.
I opened the plastic bag, I put them in, and then I closed the plastic bag.
it? Are they diamonds? Have you been stealing diamonds in your cheeks?
No, I don't steal I eat the diamonds.
Oh, that's probably how I would do it too. I poop too much.
If you want to go
I
through
think
my
I would.
septic tank, it's crazy down there.
Yeah. I think, can I be truly honest? I think that if I wasn't afraid of it being sharp, I think that's how I would steal things, because I poop so often that I think it wouldn't be in my body for very long.
Doesn't it take like 24 hours?
Dude, I am not in 24 hours. I think I'm maybe 12. Like, it's bad.
Okay.
Yeah, Allison's
I
not
think you
the
might
most
want to.
pleased.
Is there like a poop study, like a sleep study, but for pooping?
Probably. I would assume. I think I would crush it. Like,
Also, if there's
like,
random snip.
so I was gonna say I would crush it like Trump with all of his cognizant tests. I would crush that as well.
I would crush it like I crush pussy. Let's go. Actually, that reminds me of a story I'll tell in a sec. But also, if you hear random snipping noises, it's because I'm doing the leather stuff for the Ren Fair.
Nice.
But I realized I'm making a haversack, which essentially involves basically I have a like 4-inch thick strip of leather.
Me too.
That is the bottom and then folds up to be like the side.
Yep.
Good one, Anthony. Good one.
Sorry, I just made myself chuckle. Sorry,
I know you did. I could tell. So I have the 4-inch strip that like has the bottom and then it folds up into the sides, and then there's a front and a back. The front being just the same, a square or a rectangle that's the same size as the bottom and sides, perimeter wise.
Okay.
And then the back side, which is the same bottom, but then is just really, really tall, so that it can fold over and be the front of the bag.
Okay.
And I cut out all my stuff. I punched all my holes. I dyed what I needed to dye, and I was stitching the bottom section of the front side, so the shorter piece of thinner leather to the thick 4-incher that I got, ladies. And
Yep.
I realized afterwards, I was like, I don't think I gave myself enough leeway on the sides of this piece, because I need it to technically fold back a little bit.
Okay.
So I think what I'm going to do is I'm unstitching this bottom part. It only took me like 30-40 minutes to do, so it's not like the worst thing in the world.
Okay.
But I'm unstitching this bottom part, which is a challenge because I'm very good at stitching.
You did too good of a job.
Yeah, I did good stitching. I'm very good at getting in holes.
Yep.
Ladies. So I'm just sitting here untwining this, and I'm going to create a new rectangle that's like has, I don't know, half a centimeter of give on any given side.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna punch holes a little bit more in, because honestly I used my chisel like a little much too close to the edge, so I think the edges of this leather are a little thin and might tear anyways. They would hold for a good while, but I'm worried, and that's fine. I can use this leather for stitching practice or crafting something smaller, who knows.
Will it be like visible that you had to rework it?
No, it shouldn't be.
Nice.
It shouldn't be, because like the holes are already a part of it, and they're separate pieces of leather, and it's not like there's any patterns I'm matching up or anything.
Gotcha.
But this is why they say measure twice, cut once, but also I didn't know I needed to measure twice. So don't know if that actually fits. But yeah, I might finish by the time this episode gets uploaded, and if it does and I remember to, I will upload a picture of the finished haversack.
Oh, nice. So when is
because I need the Ren Fair is on Saturday, but I need to have a sack to hold things in. So
Yep. Okay. Well, shit. This is like super not podcasting, but I think we might be a little late to gamer night Friday.
I'm gone Friday anyways. Sorry,
You're gone Friday.
I forgot to mention last Friday.
Okay.
Yeah. My sister is in town with her partner, so we're going on a double date.
Oh, nice. Very cool. Yeah. Allison's one of Allison's friends is doing their PhD dissertation on Thursday.
Oh,
so
shit.
we're like, oh, we should throw a little party for you on Friday. So okay.
Yeah, that's
Well,
awesome.
that's not an issue. Are you then? I'm guessing the Ren Fair goes out pretty late in terms of Saturday.
No, actually.
Oh.
I think we'd be back at a fairly reasonable time Saturday night.
Okay. Oh.
It takes like the day, but
Yeah. I think we're available Saturday night. Well, we can see. We can talk later. This is non-podcast material. But also, I wanted to tell you before I forgot.
No, yeah, good planning. I got something that's fucking podcast material.
Tell me, you shit yourself?
No, but that would also be podcast material. So no, also.
Okay.
It's so close. Wrong liquid. I come to myself.
No, shut up. Shut up.
Ladies.
God. I would never mind.
Yeah?
Never mind.
Not
I would ask you to like remove that. If this is a story where you then spent 7 minutes telling me this story, I'd be like, we're gonna cut it. We're not just FYI. Oh, that's funny.
No, I have a couple stories actually.
Okay.
So I have actually so many stories.
Nice.
I'll start with the actual podcast related podcast content. So I discovered last actual episode that we had, so now 3 weeks ago. Sorry about that, by the way. We both got sick, but at different times. I discovered last episode that I actually sometimes find it difficult to listen to myself at 2 times speed. Not you. Okay. Just me.
Is that because you find your voice bad, or because you talk faster than I
fast.
do? Yeah. Okay. I
talk faster than like most people do.
Oh, absolutely. Yes. I could never really listen to you at. I think I could never listen to you at 2 times. I could do it at 1.5, but I was using me as cues pretty heavily.
Yeah. And to be fair, it wasn't well editing the podcast. I did that at 1.85 because that's the point at which the pitch changes too much and I can't tell what we're saying. Which I'm told there should be a version that doesn't do that, but honestly, I just haven't found it yet, and I keep pushing editing right to the edge. So I just haven't. But maybe I'll do that tomorrow or Wednesday. I'll edit early. Okay, but that's one story. I will give you that, Anthony, because I felt you'd enjoy having that little win, I guess.
It's a win. Absolutely a win.
For sure, dude. So a less podcast story. Ooh, do you want a story that will make you mad, or just a regular story?
Let's start with mad, so at least we end not mad.
Okay, fair enough. So as we all know, I'm a huge fan of the podcast I Hate Bill Maher.
Yeah.
Cue topics that say Griffin talks about another podcast. Yep. And I have a coworker who I would describe as a hater.
Okay.
I don't know if he would self-describe as it, but he is 100%. So as fellow haters, I walked up to him and I was like, my guy, you would describe yourself as a hater. You would say you drink the haterade. And I was like, might I point you towards my favorite new podcast, I Hate Bill Maher. What followed shocked me is that he defended Bill Maher and said Bill Maher used to actually be funny.
What?
Which, if anything, this podcast proves he is not, and actually has never produced any good content, and it's always been bad.
Yep.
And has always actually played cover towards right-wing interests, as all centrists do.
Yep.
But this isn't the part that I think will make you mad. Because we carried on this conversation because he was like, what's wrong with Bill Maher? And I laid out a fairly convincing argument, I like to think, of like all the reasons that Bill Maher actually like completely sucks. And he was like, well, what political content do you like? And I was like, oh, I think the Daily Show is fair. I don't watch a lot of like political TV. Obviously, it's a mess, right? Yep. I prefer to just get like a straight like report on an event and actually like think about things rather than get a talking head, especially. But I was like, in the same vein, I think the Daily Show does some fairly all right work. If is a little libby for me. And I think John Oliver is generally pretty good, even though he's not like my preference. I don't really listen to it that much, but I think he does good work. And then I was like, yada yada, Bill Maher's a dipshit centrist, etc., etc. And here's the part that'll make you mad. That's when my coworker was like, well, John Oliver's also a centrist. And I'm like,
what?
Pardon?
What?
Pardon? And he's like, well, he also criticizes the Republicans and the Democrats like Bill Maher does. And I'm like, that's not what a centrist is. He's further to the left of the Democrats.
Yeah.
That's when I remembered that most people are politically incoherent.
Yeah. That doesn't make any fucking sense.
Yeah, that's actually like a incoherent phrase.
So, okay, but I'm like, I'm already just, I am. I'm annoyed because I feel like it's that type of reasoning that like leads to people not understanding the difference between a shitty candidate and like tyranny, where you're
Yeah.
like, you just like,
It just equivalizes
yeah, to
everything.
like a level that's like so
not a word,
insane.
but yeah.
No, but I get what you're saying. Like, that's so fucking crazy. Be like, no, they're the same type of person, and it's like, well, no, no, it's
No,
not.
they're actively not. They have completely diametrically opposed ideas of how the world should be.
I mean, that was like when Jon Stewart was like, oh, I like make fun of both sides, and you're like, no, but like a rational human being, you like can disagree with Obama fucking droning people. That doesn't mean that you're like equal to both sides. I don't know. I just like,
Yeah.
I never got how that was like a compelling argument. So
I'm equal to both sides. It's just that one side is literally trying to enact a dictatorship and the other side is enabling it.
yeah, I don't.
But it's like they're not remotely the same.
yeah. I don't
so
know.
yeah, I've been thinking about that constantly and I am annoyed by it. So
But think about the like how that person. I feel bad because it's your coworker. I'm going to talk shit. Think about how
in this one, well, like I said, he's always a hater and I don't think he's always justified.
which is fine. Some people, that's just how it is.
Like, also in this, he is completely and utterly incoherent.
But like, think about the way that must then affect their lives. You know, like that type of comparison must then run to other things.
It's fine. They're Canadian. I don't think they can vote here.
Okay, well that's good. Yeah, I would just be very curious how that person.
Yeah, I really want to like examine their views like way more.
Yeah.
The only problem is I would get in trouble.
Yeah.
And also they're married to my boss's boss.
Oh yeah.
A real Nepo baby situation, but we like him and he's generally cool, so except for in this one instance where he's utterly fucking incoherent.
That's funny. Yeah, that's wild. That's absolutely wild.
No, it's unhinged. I don't get it. So that's the story that'll make you mad.
Yeah, that does annoy me. That annoys me maybe more than it should, but it does.
I have a story that'll make you like that same coworker like a little bit more though.
Okay.
Which will explain why we still like him.
Okay.
So he's a big music guy.
Yep.
Which hey, it's Seattle. A lot of people are.
Yep.
But I was like, okay, nobody but me has listened to like the Cranberries past their second album.
Okay.
Which isn't true. But it's not like a commonly listened to thing now. Like people listen to Linger, people listen to Zombie.
Yep.
To Cranberry by the Zombies, you know. I was like, okay, third album, second song, Salvation. It is a ska song. Therefore, Cranberries is a ska band.
Is that
which
where
is
you're going?
a dumb take, and he was like, I don't agree that it's a ska song for very, very like specific reasons, which I think were valid. Like, just I still think I'm right because it's funny, and so we'll take rule of funny over rule of technically correct.
Yep.
But he comes back on a later day and is like, okay, so I've been thinking about it more. If you say that because of that song that Cranberries is a ska band, then Pearl Jam is a disco band.
Why? Okay.
And I was like, okay, now we're getting somewhere. Now we're cooking. And this led into a then he was like, and also Kiss is a disco band. And I was like, okay, well, that one was self-apparent, first off.
Okay, so why is Pearl Jam? Like, what song do they have?
Can I actually say I did not bother asking, so I don't actually know?
Okay, I'm just trying to think through Pearl Jam to see, like, okay.
I don't know Pearl Jam music.
What? That's fine.
I'm sorry. I'm a fake Seattleite in that I
know, I'm surprised.
I don't listen to like grunge music. Is Pearl Jam even grunge? I don't think it's grunge. I've never listened. I don't listen to Nirvana stuff.
I would say it's grunge adjacent, potentially.
I don't know why I had in my head that it was grunge. I don't think it is even.
It's not.
Anyways, I don't know what song. I don't know Pearl Jam. I'm
looking it up.
I have never listened to The Dark Side of the Moon.
Try to see if I can figure this out quickly, but I don't think I can.
I don't know. Point is, this led to a discussion where I was like, I actually really enjoy dissecting like genres that are basically to the point of saturation where nothing actually matters, and also just in general dissecting genres because generally they don't actually matter that much.
Yeah.
Please refer to an RPG is anything with fishing in it.
Yep.
Takes. That was heavily discussed there. And then somehow we mentioned crabs and how like all things become crab. And I was like, actually, crab is my favorite genre.
Yep.
And thus, I have created a new system.
Okay.
A new system of similar to the RPG is anything with fishing in it. A crab is anything. Well, actually, no. Let's start that over. I call it my crab adjacency wheel.
Okay. Gotcha.
Imagine crab at the center of a wheel and spokes going outwards, and the spokes are the different categories which align with crab, okay?
Okay.
This stemmed from me starting with lobsters are basically long crabs,
Yeah, totally.
and shrimps are basically small lobsters.
Yep.
And shrimps is bugs, so therefore bugs is crabs.
Okay.
And that was one line of thinking, and then I started just justifying the worst things to make people around me more angry. And so I was like, a crab has an exoskeleton as well, therefore bugs still crab, but also egg is crab.
Okay, eggs are crab.
But
Okay.
also crab lay eggs, so therefore anything that lay eggs is crab, chicken is crab.
Chicken is crab. Okay, gotcha. Okay.
But also because egg is crab, Dr. Eggman from Sonic, who as we know fused with an egg in a horrible experiment, and that's why he's Dr. Eggman, since he is egg, he is crab. Spiders is crab because they all have 8 legs.
They also lay eggs.
And lay eggs. Yes.
Yep. Okay,
yes,
so
you're getting it.
Okay, so platypus, crab.
Platypi is crab.
Okay.
If has claws is crab. Therefore, if I go to a dollar store and grab 2 of the like grabby hand arm things,
You are
I'm a crab.
Oh my god.
In that moment, I am a crab.
Yep, gotcha. Tracks, I think for the most part. How is a whale a crab?
Not presently, but I could probably justify a reason why it would be.
Okay,
If you
gotcha.
give me long enough.
I think whale and dolphin, I think you're gonna get stuck on. That'd be
Okay,
my-
well, first off, let's draw. Wait, hold on. We can draw equivalency between them because whale is just big dolphin, dolphin is small whale. Okay?
Well,
okay.
I meant like either or. Yeah, I kind of got that you would link them together.
Okay, good. Then we're starting off at a good place. So let's go with dolphin. I feel like I'm gonna get there closer with dolphin.
Ooh, I think it would have been the opposite way. Do
Dolphin?
crabs eat krill?
They probably can, but I don't want to go that way. That's too easy.
Okay. Sorry.
Sorry, you haven't. Your easiness does not interest me.
Yep.
So dolphin is like a lobster because it has a tail and it lobster is no, but that's not adjacent to not. Well, actually, if I'm drawing
not.
bugs as shrimp as lobster as crab, it still works.
I don't. Yeah, but
a dolphin is the same general shape as a lobster, and since lobster is long, crab is crab. Dolphin is crab.
See, I don't know if you can, but you're double. I think every other one you
Consider doesn't matter.
You've linked by 1, and this one you've linked. It's like it's still 2 degrees of freedom. So I don't know if that's allowed.
This is the ultimate carcinization. Everything becomes crab. It's the crab cycle. There is one step, and it is crab.
Yep. Sure.
Anyways, also, it's been like 2 weeks since this conversation, so I don't remember like the really weird avenues I went down. I was really losing my mind. I kept asking me, what about this? And I would just justify it to no end for no reason.
Funny.
But honestly, they didn't think of something as hard as like whale and dolphin.
Wow.
Honestly, that one's a lot more difficult.
Yeah, I feel like that would be hard. Well, maybe next time.
They were more interested. Yeah, they were more interested in is like is people crab, and it's like, dog, what are hands but claws? We is crab.
Yeah, I mean that's yeah, I'm cool with that. I can acknowledge that.
Oh, I had a note about the last full episode we actually filmed.
Okay.
Because if you'll recall, we had really, really bad lag.
Yeah, sorry.
The lag was so bad that I lined up on our end tails on our tail sync, clap sync at the end.
Yep.
Because that's the easiest one to find first.
Yep.
And when I did that and I went back to the first clap sync to check, your clap was on 3. That's how bad it was.
Yeah, that was bad.
I think I got it lined up nice, but I was literally like 1, 2, 3, and you clapped there,
Oh, no.
and then I clapped.
Yeah, towards the end, I could tell we were off by a good couple seconds. So yeah,
Oh, 100%. It was not going well.
it was not going well. Well, I'm glad that I don't have any lag issues right now, so we have nothing to worry about.
Yeah,
I say right now.
We seem to be a lot better now that Major hasn't sabotaged us.
Yeah, I don't know exactly what's going on there. That was crazy.
Yeah, I don't know. That was weird. I'm willing to believe it was just because we were set to Singapore or something.
Yeah, I would assume. Can I tell you about a couple things. I think I technically already told you this. Fence is put in, so I got my fence. I will not be showing a picture because I think it shows too much of my home, so we're not doing that. Sorry, people. You'll never see it. Picture a wooden fence in a rectangle, and that's what I now have.
A fresh wooden fence.
Yes,
too.
it's fresh. Currently, I haven't been sued. Pretty sweet. Feeling pretty good.
Well,
we'll see how it goes.
Seems like you went through all the official channels for
Yeah, I know.
What's your property, so.
Yep. I put that fucking fence so goddamn close to the property line just because I wanted to maximize it. It was great. I have already had the first ball get flown over the fence. Like I was leaving for work one day and there was a ball in the middle of my yard and I was like, I could just keep this, but I didn't. The next time I saw the children that are my neighbors, I was like, is this your ball? And they were like, yes. I was like, okay, here you go. Here's the ball. So that was great.
They were very excited about that ball.
Yeah, I won some favor with them. It was a shit ball.
Ball is life.
That's fine.
Oh,
yeah,
for sure.
Okay. Anyways, with my neighborhood, there is a group of kids that I have like a headcanon about. Okay.
Okay.
Yep. There's a group of kids and I call them the stoop kids because it looks like it must be 6 different houses of kids and they all get together on one of the kids' stoop and they all just hang out. Like they're unionizing. Okay. Like I will get home and I'm like, the fucking stoop kids are out and they're all like, it's crazy. It's so fucking funny. And then every once in a while, like they'll ride their bikes up and down the street and it looks like they're a gang, right? Because you get 10 fucking 14-year-old boys on bikes and some on scooters and it just looks weirdly menacing, but clearly not. But it's very funny. And so we've been looking at the stoop kids. The stoop kids in my head. Have we talked about? I feel like we've talked about the walking baby.
You have mentioned the walking baby, but I still don't know what it is.
Okay, the walking baby is a baby I think is way too young to be going on walks with its parents. Like this was a baby. It was like it just learned its first steps and then just decide they were like, we need to take him on a walk. Like it was just 2 parents walking their I don't even know, 8-month-old baby. Like, and the baby's just walking. He's just hanging out with them. And it's like, is that baby fucking walking? Like, not like baby wobble walking. Like, hello, sir, let me pass you while I'm on the sidewalk. Like, he was just walking like an adult. And it was super fucking funny. So every once in a while, we look for the walking baby. But
okay, that explains so much.
The walking baby lives across the street from the stoop kids. And so I don't quite know if the walking baby is going to align with the stoop kid gang or if he's like the boss. I don't quite know. I don't know where he fits.
What syndicate is the walking baby a part of? Is he the leader?
Yeah, like is he the leader? Is he like the newest recruit? Like that's why he's trying to walk so fast. He's like, fuck, we got to get out of the stoop kids area. Like this is their turf. Like I don't know. I don't quite know. But I made a joke. Alice and I have been going on walks, and whenever we pass the stoop kids area, I always joke with Allison. They're like, "Oh fuck, we didn't bring them like a gift. Like we didn't bring them like an offering so we could pass through their lands." Like I'm like, "Fuck, we should have brought that bread you baked and like give them some as an offering." And so whenever we walk by,
getting good with the local gang.
Yep. And so whenever we walk by, I'm like, oh fuck, okay, they didn't make us pay them tribute this time, so we're okay, right? Like I'm
assuming these are like 6-year-olds.
No, I mean they're like 10 to 14.
Okay,
maybe 10 to 12.
So they could be a bunch of hooligans.
They're honestly they are like 10 to 12, like they're young. But it was funny. I was joking. We went on a walk right before the podcast because you were late, and I was like, oh well, we're just gonna go on a little walk, and we're walking up, and I'm like, oh fuck, Allison, we're on the wrong street. She's like, what are you talking about? And I went, this is where the stoop kids are. And she's like, oh fuck. And so as we're walking up, like I'm joking about like, okay, well, what do we have on us? Okay, I got my phone, I've got my Apple Watch, you got your car keys. I guess I could give them my Apple Watch if they ask for payment. And as we're walking past, 2 homes down from where the stoop kids normally hang out are all of the stoop kids. Okay, all of them. And I'm like, oh fuck, Allison, there's the stoop kids. And as I look, they are all standing at the charred rubble of a detached garage. Like the garage caught fire at some point and then burnt to the ground, and now it's crazy. And all of the fucking stoop kids were like looking at it, right? Because it's clearly impressive. And I was like, Allison, that home didn't pay tribute. They burned that fucking garage down. And so now in my headcanon, that home that's the lesson, right? Like they didn't pay the tribute. And as a result, the stoop kids burnt down their garage. And so I'm now afraid because we have gone through their turf way too many times without paying tribute. And so I'm quite afraid for my garage. So yeah, that's my overall headcanon, is that I just have a crime syndicate of 12-year-old boys that are also arsonists. So but yeah,
I mean, that's the prime age for like hooliganism.
Yeah, it was just so fucking funny because it's like clearly a 2-car garage that's just turned to ash and rubble, and then 8 boys all standing in a line just staring at it. And it's like,
no, yeah, that's nefarious.
It's like, what are they looking at?
Definitely nefarious deeds, to be fair.
So yeah, so again, I don't know. I mean, hopefully my fence is safe against stoop kids. Between the stoop kids and this lawsuit, I think I really needed the home defense of this fucking fence. So
honestly, yeah, otherwise they're gonna firebomb your house.
It's just so fucking funny because then like I come home some days and they're like, they've put ramps in the middle of the road, and like as I'm driving up, they have to clearly like move all of the ramps because they take up the entire fucking road. It's just very funny. So yeah, I'm in my head that they are criminals. So we'll see. But they're out all of the time, and I've only seen the stoop baby, or the walking baby. Oh, he's not the stoop baby, the walking baby. They've only seen him once, so who knows? Who knows which allegiance the baby has? So I'll keep you in the loop.
I'm really interested if there's any updates like, at all.
It's sad
stoop kid walking baby storylines.
Because I know where the walking baby lives. And I don't know it in a creepy way. I just do know where, because we saw the mom, and then we saw the mom outside this home. We're like, that's the fucking walking baby's mom. And so every time we walk past their home, Alice and I kind of like peek a little bit in the windows. We're like, where is she? Where's that fucking baby? So far not spotted. So, which I guess makes sense. You probably don't leave your baby in a way where like it's just easily visible from your window. So I guess that makes sense.
I forgot to ask. I assume the walking baby is walking with parents. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
But it's walking out in front, which I guess is where you would put a baby, right? You'd let the baby walk in front of you.
You wouldn't want the baby behind. You want to see the baby.
Yeah, it's just funny because it walks so maturely that it looks like it's leading its parents, which I guess is probably what's happening, right? I mean, I guess it's a baby. So, but yeah, overall, I live in a dangerous area, it turns out. Also, like the fucking garage burnt down. It's not that far from my house. How have I never heard the fire department? Like the entire...
Well, when did it burn down?
I mean, it looks fresh. I don't know. I mean, I guess maybe this weekend, maybe like it would have burnt down, I would assume. I mean, I drive past there. So I don't know. So we'll see what happens there. But yeah, that's my stoop kid story.
That's an unhinged story. I thought I was about to go crazy with the crab genre.
And then nope, got fucking headcanon, which I'm cool with. So I actually do have a question for you. I have a couple questions, and I figured that you might have an answer.
Okay, shoot.
Would you, if you could, see in like microscopic vision, like if I said you could, would you want your vision to be able to focus to the level that it's like binoculars and or a microscope?
I feel like that's the easiest version of LASIK I've ever heard.
So you would do it?
No.
You would.
What benefit would I get from that?
I mean, the binoculars.
Honestly,
no, actually,
binoculars could be fun.
Can it not be okay? So can it not be binoculars? Because that's I think nice. I think it's got to be like a microscope.
What is a microscope but binocular pointing down?
I do feel like it's different though. You know,
it
like
is. No, it definitely is.
It's definitely different.
I mean, is it on all the time, or am I just seeing like everything?
No, you just like squint and then it happens.
Okay, and there's nothing else. I can just do that?
It's every time you squint.
Okay, I don't squint that often. Sure.
So like if it's sunny and you end up squinting, like you're now in microscope mode.
Okay, sure.
Okay,
yeah, I'll do it, I guess.
Okay, that's my first question.
I don't know. I feel like this is a trap.
It's not a trap. I don't think it's a trap. At least I don't. Yeah, I would say it's not a trap.
The way you're putting it makes it sound like it.
Next question. How large of a molecule is taste? Like, you know.
I imagine it depends, because I think it's just I don't know if it's molecule. I guess it would be that small. How do taste buds work?
I don't fucking know. I don't know at all. I guess I've never figured that out, but I would assume, I don't know. I guess my fear is this, like when I don't know, like you and people are like, oh, you like that's taste. Like, I don't know. I guess I just want to know, like, what's the smallest object you could put in your mouth and then taste?
Oh, okay. You want that instead? Okay, because I know a lot of.
Can you like just keep your tongue out and like taste things? Because that's just like the air.
I mean, tasting is like also smell as well.
True. That's a good point.
And according to the National Institute of Health, the smell, texture, and temperature of a food play a role too. The quote coloring of a taste happens through the nose. The flavor of a food can only be determined when taste is combined with smell. If the sense of smell is impaired, for instance, because of a stuffy nose, it is usually harder to taste things properly too. Let's see. Fucking papillary. Shut up. Whatever, man. This is actually an in-depth thing that's fairly interesting. But, each taste bud has between 10 and 50 sensory cells. These cells form a capsule that is shaped like a flavor bud or an orange, or flower bud or an orange. At the tip, these capsules are an opening to a fluid-filled funnel known as a taste pore. Proteins on the surface of the taste hairs bind taste-producing substances to the surface of the cell. So as long as you have a protein, it looks like that typically is the size of things. So yeah, I mean, just a molecule. I imagine it also very much depends on the molecule, because I know there's like crazy stink molecules that you want like 1 part per million at most, and that's what they use to make gas have smell.
Okay.
Otherwise we wouldn't be able to detect gas leaks because it's generally scented.
True.
But they put like a really, really small amount. Again, literally like maybe even 1 part per billion. I don't remember what it was, but like an incredibly small amount. And I imagine you put like one of those in your mouth, you're gonna taste that. You put 1 molecule of cheese, a non-stinky cheese in your mouth, you're probably not going to taste that.
Okay, so you think it depends on the molecule,
I think it really depends. I don't know, man. It could be.
Okay.
What's the smallest thing you can taste? Hey Google, do you have an answer? Hello, r/Ask Science. What's the smallest thing we can taste? I wondered as I licked a single granule of sugar, which tasted like sugar. The smallest amount of something you can taste from Friendly Psychopath 11 years ago. 100 years ago. Damn right, it's been around for a while. Something you can taste. I'm not sure on which compound is the winner, but neotame is as much as 13,000 times as sweet as sugar. So if you could taste a single grain of sugar, which is about 1 to 10 milligrams, you could taste around 10 to 100 picograms of neotame. A 100 picogram particle would be imperceptible to the eye. Smallest in the sense the actual size of the compound that has flavor, probably beryllium ion.
Okay, so small. That's what I'm hearing is small.
Capsaicin can only barely be tasted at a very dilute 16 parts per million. But that same concentration of denatonium would be extremely bitter. That sucker can be tasted all the way down to a dilution of 50 parts per billion.
Wow, it's crazy.
So yeah, pretty small. And it does depend on the chemical.
Okay.
And denatonium, I'm looking at it now, not a very big chemical compound.
Okay.
I'm only seeing like 1 or 2 hexagons.
Okay, good to know.
Or technically 3. It looks like it's a compound. I don't fucking know, dude.
Me neither. That's why I asked.
It ain't big is the point. It's pretty fucking small.
Okay, well, good to know. I was just generally curious because then I
think that's fun.
Well, like if you could see molecules, would you know then like, oh shit, I gotta watch out for that because I could taste it. It's gonna taste bad.
Well, consider this. How often do you think like, are you saying that like when you get food and you like squint at it and you're like, oh no, I see it. Also, microscopes generally don't see molecules.
True. That is true. This one does. I guess.
Okay, that's insane. That's unhinged. That's batshit.
Yeah, I guess.
Hate
yeah.
that.
Or maybe you squint
my
like.
mind. I'm not
maybe you
anymore.
squint like even more, right? Maybe you
But
try.
also, how often do you just like? Are you talking about specifically like when you eat food? You're looking at the food that you're about to eat and being like, I've scanned this entire thing and I see one tiny thing that I know would taste bad. Therefore, I shan't eat it. Or just walking around seeing molecules and being like, no, I must avoid this molecule because it tastes bad.
You're like
honestly,
that person just.
When I'm just walking around, I don't taste things that taste bad. I'm not just getting random sensations of yuck.
That's true. It's a
I
valid
mean,
point.
I am, but for more like metaphorical reasons.
Yeah. No, that's valid. That's a valid point. Okay. Well, then I guess my premise is done because you're right. I guess I don't walk around either and just taste things. So
I'm not a fucking snake. I'm not out here tasting the air with my tongue. Oh, is that a temperature thing? I don't actually know. Whatever.
Funny.
Anyways, so I got called out by a random fucking smut story, and I'm mad about it.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm not gonna describe like the story itself in depth. You don't need to know what kind of weird shit I'm into.
Yeah, that's
I
fine.
keep that on lock. That's between me and God.
Yeah. Take that, God.
And my partner, whatever. But basically, I just started reading this story, this whorish, scandalous story for the gays. And the main character is like clearly written with like ADHD in mind.
Okay.
Which I love and I do identify with because I do have that shit. But eventually, it gets to a chapter that's from like their best friend's point of view. And first of all, because this is a smut story, they're all fucking. But the two of them are very clearly in love, but the main character just like refuses to acknowledge it.
Okay.
And this is like a very focal point of the story. But with we get to the flip POV from the best friend's perspective, she's like immediately like, well, first of all, it starts with a Twilight reference. It starts with like of two things I was absolutely certain.
Oh, really?
I'm in love with yada yada some whatever, and I was irrevocably and unequivocally in love with them.
My gosh. And you're like,
and it's like, God, I was like, fuck you. I go to the comments, and there's like on this chapter, there's like fucking nothing about that. They're just like, I like this chapter, and you know what? So did I. God damn it, so did I. But nobody said anything about the Twilight reference. I don't want to comment on this thing. It's years old. But so the real part that I felt called out by is somewhere in the middle of the chapter. It was like they were like, I think they are the only person in the world who could fuck their best friend and call it completely platonic. Which is exactly what I was thinking before I got together with my partner. Because we were friends and we hooked up.
That's funny.
And I was like, yeah, we're just friends with benefits style. This is normal and fine.
This is fine.
This is normal, totally platonic. What do you mean? So anyways, I felt personally attacked.
You felt seen?
I felt personally attacked by smut that I was reading on the internet, and that's fucked up.
Yikes. You're like, damn book.
I'm like, fuck, dude. Fuck. Fuck off. Not even a book, god damn it.
That's funny.
That shit's on AO3. Kill me, dude.
just like message the author and be like, how dare you? How dare you?
Hey, you've written my literal experience into this book about 2 years before it actually happened, and I want to kill you.
Funny.
I've been thinking about this like all day. I'm mad.
That's funny. That's very funny. Well, you know, is there anything? Is there like any other? Is that just like their one piece of work, or do they have more?
No, they have another piece of work that I have read through. The character is totally different. I think the character writing in this one's a lot better, but I shan't talk about it. You're not getting into what I like that easily. You shan't know.
Okay, damn. I was trying to be a detective. Funny.
You'll never find it.
Yeah, sure. We'll see. I feel like a few drinks in and I bring this up and I think you're spilling your beans. I can see it now.
No.
I'll plot, dude. Don't worry.
You want my list of fetishes that I jerk it to?
No, I don't know. It's just one of those things where, you know, you've now like made like a mystery for me. That's really the problem.
It's not that much of a mystery. I just don't think you want to know what I jerk off to. And frankly, I don't think I want to tell you because it's like, that's a fairly private thing. But I will tell the story about how I got called out by good character writing.
Yeah. Okay, gotcha. You're like, that's where I draw the line, is just describing the character writing. You know, I guess I respect that.
We all know I jerk it crazy style. But I think the character writing in this story is pretty damn decent. And also calls me the fuck out. And I'm mad about it.
Can I just have one guess? Is it the fucking where the people they morph into various things? What are those called?
Animorphs?
Yeah, is it an Animorph related thing? Okay.
No, I want to be completely...
That's just fine.
Okay, I'll tell you one thing. It's it may be on AO3, but it's original content, all right?
Okay.
It's not themed off of anything.
Okay, that's fine. I feel like I would really respect you if it was like an Animorph thing. I just think it'd be funny.
I think I would leave that as a stinger if that was like the actual thing at the end. Yeah. I would absolutely be like, and it was Animorphs. It's not.
You're like, man, when that girl turns into the rat, it's amazing. or when there's a
when
few...
she becomes starfish.
Yeah, the starfish. There's a few that I've lost the, like, I don't know if some of them are fake or not, because there was one where I saw one that like they turned into like a stapler, and I know that's not
that's
true.
Fake, yeah.
But it was just so well done that I was like, oh my god, is it? So I can find some of these fake ones. Like, is this? Hold on.
What are you about to send me?
I mean, it's nothing bad. Like, is this real?
No, that's not real.
You don't think that one's real?
No, it literally says the troll.
What about this one?
I'm pretty sure that one is real.
What about this?
Yeah, I don't think that's real, my guy.
Yeah, that one's probably not real. God, it's really funny, actually.
For the record, for audio only listeners, the first one is titled "The Trolled." The Hollywood Life Ain't Easy, and it's a guy staring at the camera. Way too high quality image for an actual Animorphs cover. He's like holding a flip phone or something, or just like a BlackBerry, looking at the camera with his glasses on, and then he transforms into a red panda.
Yep.
The second one is an actual cover, I believe, from a book called The Exposed. It's a girl transforming into a giant squid. And the final one is Animorphs. It is a golden retriever turning into a jar of Jif peanut butter, and it says, "What has happened? Peanut butter why?"
I don't know. Can this be?
Or except it says Pent butter why?
Peanut butter why? Oh god. There's a few
You
Animorphs.
get closer and closer to millennial humor every single day.
There's a few of these where I can't tell if they're real because it's animals turning into aliens. Is this like a theme? This can't be, but it might be.
Can you show me that? Because there are aliens. There are like the weird centaur aliens.
Yes. So
things.
This is real? You're telling me this is a real thing?
I'm sorry. I'm pretty sure that one is real.
Damn.
Because that's the alien that gives them the power.
Oh, is it really? I've really never watched an Animorph.
Can I tell you, the only Animorph book I have read is technically a spin-off of the series that just features the aliens on their planet.
Oh, really?
But I have no memory of what it's actually about. That's real. That's
These are
real.
so fucking dumb.
I think the Animorphs book 32 summary text over it is not real. But the last one was the cow transforming into a blue centaur alien. Yep. And then the next one he sent me was the classic of girl transform into starfish.
Can you just pick a few of these to put in the Instagram? I feel like
I'm doing all of them.
Okay, then I'll stop sending them. Oh fuck, it's so fucking funny.
If you have a really good one.
I feel like that would be a really good like drinking game. Like, which of these Animorphs is real? I'd have to find some other fake ones, but
I mean, yeah, that'd be a pretty good drinking game. Ooh, I have a drinking game story.
Okay.
So this weekend, I finally played Beerio Kart with some friends.
Okay. How did it go?
For those not familiar, Beerio Kart is a version of Mario Kart where basically you start a race, you have a drink, you must finish the drink before you finish the race. This is usually performed with beers. And you have to have stopped driving and set the controller down to drink. And so you can drink at any point during the race. I crushed it. I won by a lot, but we got absolutely smashed.
Really?
Dude, we did like 6 races.
Oh my god.
We took like talkie breaks in between them.
Yep.
But that was like 6 seltzers and beers.
Wow.
Which, even for a low quantity, is a lot. Kind of crazy, actually.
Which Mario Kart was it?
Mario Kart 8.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I haven't gotten a Switch 2 yet, and I think Nintendo might have stopped their like apply to be able to order thing.
Oh, really?
Well, last time I checked their website, it didn't show me the like bundle option of like you've signed up for this that it used to.
Interesting. I'm less inclined to get the Switch 2, at least right now. I'm not sure. I guess we just don't do enough Switch things. Like we play Mario Party, but we've got the Switch for that. So I don't know.
I think that's a valid choice.
The issue, like, truthfully, I guess, I don't know. I mean, that new Pokemon game's coming out. but also, like, will it really benefit from being on the Switch too? I was going to look that up to see, like, if there's actually benefits.
I mean, it definitely will.
Okay. Yeah, I'll have to think through that then. Might have to do some thinking.
Whatever. But yeah, I know that definitely will. Then I do want to play that. I also just want to upgrade my Switch.
Yeah.
Because I, again, still have a first edition, literally like release day Switch.
Yeah. Yeah, the struggle is we have 2 Switches. One of them is on the dock that's connected to my computer for when I was doing Pokemon, so I can play off the computer with the game capture, which again, if there's not a game I haven't been using. And then we've got the one in the living room, which is really the one we use all the time. I don't know if I've touched my Switch since well, I guess that would have been the last Pokemon game, Pokemon Violet, which I guess I'd never finish. I didn't like the open world one. I guess I'm less an open world Pokemon person. Because I think they just make it look so shit, right? Like, I love...
Yeah.
Like I think the last couple Zelda games, like, that's a really good open world. I just don't find... Because I can remember the topography of the world, and I find it's like, it feels lived in, but the Pokemon world in the way they've done, like, open world doesn't feel good.
No. Have you considered that maybe that's because Game Freak is just a garbage company?
I think they were a good 8-bit company. I just don't think they ever realized they should do more. You know?
I don't think they want to make Pokemon anymore. They just kind of have to.
Yeah, I would assume.
But yeah, no, it's just, they just like don't. They just like don't do a good job generally. So I can't blame you for that. I'm interested. I think from the videos that I've seen, I think it's still gonna have like a lot of problems, obviously.
Yeah.
But I think from the videos that I've seen, because this one is just like in a city, it seems a lot more full.
Yeah.
Just because there's like buildings everywhere. But it could easily still be fucking empty if they don't put anything in it.
Yeah. I get how the original like 8-bit games were kind of empty because it's just like how you have to do 8-bit, but at least the maps were memorable, or like you could at least note, like you knew like the towns and cities. Like, I don't know, I guess it's just different. I don't know, I should really try and play in my Pokemon game more and see if I still feel, disillusioned by it.
The same. Yeah.
Well, next time I'll do that this week. Maybe I'll try and play a little bit. See, kind of curious what my thoughts are.
Maybe. You never know.
With that, do you have any additional little small things for us to wrap? Also, we didn't intro this at all. I just realized, or clap sync.
Hello, welcome to episode 61 of the To Be Told Later podcast. I'm Griffin. I'm joined by Anthony.
Hello.
And today I have another note I really want to talk about, but honestly, it's going to be way too long because it's that show Once Upon a Time.
Okay.
And that's like way too much to talk about because it's just an insane fucking
then
show.
Save that for next time.
I am. Do you want to talk about the fact that I think you're trying to get us to start streaming a game that you try to make me suffer in?
I would love to. Yeah. I mean, truthfully, I would rather, I don't know, I might find enjoyment in that as a form of well, we'd have to figure if it's an addition. Yeah, I've done more research. So anyways, here's my premise. There's a mod that I've seen, at least for Emerald, where one person plays the game and the other person is every single trainer. So like the second person doesn't play unless there's a Pokemon battle. And I think that could be fun. I think if you want, we could rock, paper, scissors for who's who. But I also think that there's some level of I was trying to figure out if you would like beating me more, or if you would like, because really like whoever's the AI is going to lose most of the time, right?
Okay, that's what you think. I'm beating you either way, bucko.
That's true.
I think if we were doing it for podcast content, you should be the AI to make me angry because you're more knowledgeable about Pokemon than I am. I think from like an actual move competitive stance.
Okay, gotcha.
If it's not for content, I think we just fucking flip a coin, whatever.
Okay. Well, I need to try and like figure out more about it, and then maybe I'll let you know if I found enough that like, yes, I know how we can make this work. Because I don't yet know. I think I found the download to the mod. So I want to do some testing.
Okay.
I might enlist Allison's help to test this, just so you and I aren't struggling for 3 hours while I try and figure out how this fucking mod.
Well, we do it ahead of time, and then whatever.
Sure. Yeah, that's a good point. So let me, I think I found the download, so I will, I might bother you at some point and say, hey, we're going to try this.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I mean, yeah, just let me know.
Sweet. I'm excited for it. And I guess if I could find a Pokemon, what would you want it to be? Do you want it, like, if it's just Emerald, is that fine? Or do you want it to be different?
That's perfectly fine with me. Emerald's my favorite.
Okay. So then I think it'll probably be Emerald. So sweet. Well, hopefully by next time I've got more information on that.
And with that,
2
minutes after the intro, thanks for listening to episode 61 of We Might Do a Stream for this podcast.
Yeah.
Soon.
Relative soon. Sooner,
maybe.
Hopefully, than the Twilight. Because I feel like we talked
Sooner
about
than the Twilight episode.
for, 30 weeks.
But we'd probably want to mention it on the podcast that we're doing it.
Yes.
You can email us at tbtlpod@gmail.com, and our Instagram is @tbtlpod. I was just thinking that it's unfortunate we don't have another source for just like announcements, but honestly, I don't want to sign up for any more things.
Yep. I would agree.
Hell, fuck it. We can rename my old Twitch account that I'm already hooked up to, technically. I think I might still have OBS downloaded, but maybe not.
Okay, we can figure it out. Also, we'd
just
really
rename
enjoy
it, alert everybody. Yeah. I'm not forgetting. I'm Griffin. This is Anthony. Thanks for listening. Like, comment, subscribe.
Thanks, Ukraine. Come back, Ukraine.
Come back, Ukraine. Get fucked, California.
Yeah.
Actually, keep up the good work against ICE.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Tell your friends about us.
And goodbye. Okay.
Goodbye.